Hello everyone who will be using this platform. How are you doing? I'm fine. My name is Josephat Elliot Mwale. I've been teaching for the past 36 years. So I'll be offering technical graphics and design, which means I'll be using two methods. The first one is to use the whiteboard to explain the concepts and also maybe introducing the topic. And then when it's necessary, I will be using the drawing board to actually do problems. So that's how I'll be operating. And could I ask everyone please to subscribe or even refer to friends and also colleagues so that you boost my platform. Thank you so much. So right now I'm going to start with that's grade 10 engineering graphics and design, and then right now I'll be looking at drawing techniques in EGD. Refer to how to present your work, and also in presentation of work we are looking at printing, we are looking at line quality and neatness, all those things. So right now I'm going to start with drawing techniques, which is printing and also line types and numbering. So since engineering graphics and design it requires one to be professional in their presentation. So if you say you are going to present a working drawing from a workshop and it's going to be used by other people, they should be able to read clearly and understand what you are trying to put across. So there are standards in EGD that we follow. So like I said, I'm going to start with printing. So when you are printing, you print in between two faint lines. To start with, we've got different types of pencil that we use. We use 2H for constructions, and these lines in between which we print are going to be drawn using HB pencil, which is light. And then when printing the actual letters or numbers, whatever, it will be done using HB. So now I'm be using markers. In this case, my red marker will be likened to 2H, which is light, and then outline it will be black. And for EGD to be presentable, like when I'm teaching here, I'll be using different colors so that it has distinctive qualities. Like if you are constructing, because you don't erase construction lines, they will be very faint, and then when you do outlines, they will be dark. So I'll be using different colors to illustrate that. Like for construction, I can use red, I can use green, or any other color other than black and blue. So I'm going to draw two faint lines in between which we are going to print. So just bear with me now. Let me first write the title there. So that's a faint line, and I'm going to print there. I should have started from there. Okay, like that. Right, so this is lesson 1. So it's like I'll use a different color there to write the title. Let me use blue. grade 10, drawing techniques. That's the title. Look at how I'm printing. It's straight lines. Drawing techniques. So that's the topic, drawing techniques. Right, and this is lesson 1. Let me use a different color here now. Let me use green. I can print without double lines or guidelines. Lesson 1. Let me call it lesson 1,1. Right. So I'm now going to start. Right. When we are talking about printing, it's a special technique that one who is dealing with EGD should be able to do, because you don't just print anyhow. Like for example, if you are printing an A, it's not stylish. You don't do that. You see, like B, C, something like that. That is wrong. You don't do that. So, like I said, you are going to print in between 2 guidelines. In your workbook, you have got squares lightly drawn. I don't think this is visible. So, but in your workbook, as you are having it, you'd notice that there are some boxes in which you print. So, I'm going to just draw without drawing guidelines. I'll just be printing, showing you how to shape your letters. So I'll be using black here. So we've got the letters of the alphabet, which is A. Let me use blue here, which is A. So that is given as an example in a box. So when you are now printing, you start from the top like this. A, you are printing, A is straight lines throughout. A, like that. Let me end there, 4 of them. So that's how you print. And then B, be steady when you are printing. Look at that. That's how you shape your letters. Not like this. If you are writing or printing a B, it's not like this and then big at the bottom there. It's not like that. They should be uniform. And then B, you start with a vertical line. Make sure that these are equal, like that. B, like that. That's our B. And then C, In EGD, we don't allow double lines. So make sure that when you are printing, you print perfectly so that you don't have to go over it again and you end up having double lines. That's not acceptable. As you can see here, it's like a straight line here. So it's a curve, then straight line, and then a curve down there, like that. Not like this. That's not a C that we use in EGD. So that is not acceptable. And then another C. Okay. Then we move on to D. D. It's a straight line. And then that part, it looks like a loaf of bread. Like that. That's our D. Not like this. That's wrong. Okay. And then let's complete the pattern. Straight line. Like that. That's our D there. And then our E. Okay. The whiteboard is a bit slippery, so it won't be that perfect. But as you are using your pencil, it will be stiff, and then you will be able to draw very straight lines. And then F. F. Don't rush through as you print. So in this case, you'll be copying the given letters which are given there. So that's how you actually do the correct thing, by copying exactly how it has been printed in the book, in the workbook. And then G. That's our G. That's our G there, even though they are not that perfect because of the slippery whiteboard. So I think I've done a few examples on how to to actually do your printing, because you'll be copying from the given information. Now coming to the numerals, that's 1, or should we say from 0, 1 up to 9. Those are numerals. So the way to do them is just the same as we've been doing the letters. Just copy them as they are in the workbook. For example, if you start with 0, 0, that's our 0 there. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay, so that's how they are. And then when you are copying, please make sure that you copy them as they are given. You don't write a 0 like this, a 0 like this. It must be longitudinal, vertically, right? And then the 1 is like that, 2, 3. Sometimes I've seen some people writing a 3 like that with a straight line at the top there. That's not acceptable. It must have 2 semicircles, something like that. And then a 4 as well is just written like that. 5, 6. Sometimes others write the 7 like this with a stroke in the center there or in the middle. That's not acceptable as well. Right. So let me just do a few here. 0, and then 1, you will be printing them in the boxes that are given there in the workbook. Right, then 2, they are becoming bigger and bigger. Let me do them the same size. Like that, and then 3, and then 4, five, then 6, like that, and then 7, No stylish printing, please. No stylish printing. And then 8. Or you can just do it once like that. As for me, I like printing them as 2 zeros, one on top of the other, like that, because it becomes perfect. Remember, no double lines. That's why I'm erasing some of these double lines. And then 9, and sometimes a 9 is written like that. It's still acceptable. So it's either this or that, but not for the 3. 3, you cannot do this straight line and then you do this. That's not acceptable in EGD. Okay, so let me erase those. I'll try and maintain the same style. It's like a 6. It's like a 6 is just now turned upside down, like that. That's our 9. So to write 10 is just 1 and 0. Any other number that you might want to write is just those 10 numerals. Right. So in short, that's how we do printing. And then we come to line types. Oh, come on, man. Right. Now coming to the line type, I will have to erase this and then go to the line pattern or alphabet of lines. So like I said, there are rules that are inherent in EGD. You can't just write or print anyhow. You can't just draw anyhow, because it should be a clear diagram that one is able to read. If you are using the same type of line, it won't actually bring out good quality work. So let me now erase these numerals and the letters of the alphabet. Okay, and then now let's look at the alphabet of lines. Like I said, it's a language. It's a language that you are talking to someone using. So you are in the drawing office, you are drawing, and then the drawing, after you have completed, is taken to the you'll be drawing in the workshop or in the drafting room. Then maybe it's something that has to be made. The drawings are sent to the workshop, and then they come up with an object from those drawings that you have done. So those working drawings should be done professionally. So I'm going now to do the alphabet of lines. Let me erase, or let me just use that small space there, because there are only, how many are they? About there are about 3 types, 4 rather. So to start with, we've got what is known as let's say I'll be using the same color, but I'll have to use a ruler here so that they appear to be straight. Let me take this other Cisco. Right. Let me number them. We've got type A line. Type A line are outlines which are drawn using HB. HB is the one which gives us outlines, and there are also other types of lines that we use HB to draw. So let's call it type A line. Okay, let me write the heading here. Alphabet of lines. Alphabet of lines. Right. So alphabet of lines, we start with what is known as type A lines. Type A lines type A type A lines. Right. So you'll be using ruler. I'm just using freehand here because I'm used to drawing straight lines, fairly straight lines, freehand. So type A lines, type A lines are dark lines which are used, which we use HB to draw. So type A is drawn like this. It's a bold line, which is dark. In other